to This Will Only Hurt a Little. I'm Katie.
I'm Austin.
And this week we're doing the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it. This is another branchery. We were going to do cowbells.
No.
We don't want to do that now.
No. I like it, but she had never seen it before. We ran out of time the first time we tried to watch it. Really, and then we just scrapped it.
Not the best movie I've ever seen.
The best.
You can say that about a lot of Disney Channel movies. Oh my god. He can't stop watching the Saddle Club. His moonbeam this week is the fucking Saddle Club.
Yeah.
My anti-moonbeam is the Saddle Club. But we have a lot of memories with Rocky. We have a lot of personal significance.
Yep.
It's Pride Month. It just feels appropriate. It's my birthday month still, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, we had a birthday pod come out. You're feeling that?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even post it.
That's why I felt the need to promo it.
It was not.
No one saw it.
It was not. Just not. I mean, the movie's fine, but, like, I don't know if I'll ever watch it again.
Oh, goodness.
But this one we really like. I mean,
I haven't seen it in a while.
I watched it today in preparation on VHS.
I heard it being watched today.
Yeah. And we tried to watch the Glee episode.
No.
And that didn't happen.
We ended up watching the Lava Floor.
The Floor is Lava game
Lava.
show. But this is a movie that we went to see performed as a shadowcast a lot.
Yes, which I didn't know existed until I met you.
Yeah.
It's a fun way to let your freak flag fly.
It is. And that's what we did. Like, we used it as an excuse to, like, dress all up and, like...
Because we did that anyways, but at home. And then we were like, oh, now we can do it out and about.
Yeah. And my mom heard about it on the radio.
Is that how you found out about it?
Yeah. I was, like, 17 or 18.
What a cool mom.
I know. She's not like a regular mom. She's a cool mom. She used to take us to concerts and stuff. And then just go find a quiet seat. One time at a concert, a snake fell out of a tree near her, and a person ran by and was like, I found a snake, and grabbed it and like just ran off with it. Oh. She told me that after a concert once. But anyway, she told us about this. I'd never heard of, she said that they like perform it. And I was like, what is this? Oh my God. And I was like young and I just graduated high school. And I was like, I gotta go. And I think Hannah went with me. She brought the DVD over and we tried to like learn callbacks before we went, but it's impossible.
It's impossible.
So we just went and we had an amazing time and it was so fun. And you pick up on the callbacks so fast. And then we went so many times that I literally can't remember the first time I went. I don't remember it at all. I don't remember my Virgin game. Do you remember yours?
No.
I don't remember.
There's pictures of it.
Is there? Are there?
Somewhere.
I don't have any of mine, I don't think.
Maybe
Hannah does, but...
I feel like it was definitely something that you couldn't do during coronavirus.
That's what I was thinking. I was going to say, our friend Letha's ex-boyfriend went with us one time, and they were playing Suck and Blow.
With the card.
For the virgins, and it was like a playing card, and you had to like suck it to your lips and then like blow it to the next person's
their suction lips.
Yeah.
Oof.
You could not do that in Corona.
Mm-mm.
No. I specifically remember that one. I don't remember any of the other ones.
Mm-mm.
But you'd get a lipstick V on your forehead.
Or your
cheek,
anywhere, really.
Really, or anywhere.
You can get it on your anywhere.
But it was so fun. But you definitely couldn't do that now. You couldn't even go to the movie theater. Well, I guess you can go to the movie theaters. I'm not going to go to the movie theater.
I don't know if I would go to a Rocky now.
Not right now.
No, I mean like,
At
even
all?
if it wasn't the virus.
I went up until a few years ago, so I think I would if it was under certain circumstances. I would want more of a professional...
Yeah.
Because when we first started going, it was in the same theater whenever it was on a Friday at some point. And like you almost couldn't get tickets sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you had to get there early.
Great.
And we became friends with the Shadowcast, and they would hold tickets for us so that we didn't have to worry about that. And
they were actually good, and...
Yeah, they really tried hard. They
Yeah.
really had costumes that were phenomenal and
Yes.
sets that they had built and everything. And it was wonderful. But they lost that theater and kind of had to make it more of a traveling production, and it suffered a lot.
And then people started trickling off.
Yeah, new people came that were really toxic and stuff.
Yeah.
The whole vibe just changed. But it was so fun and magical the first few times. First many, many times that we went. And...
I think I would leave it all behind.
I think I would go to like a really
We'll do it on your couch. But yeah, I would go to a Vegas Rocky Horror Shadowcast.
Like somewhere I don't even know if they do it anymore, actually. But the last one I saw was
Haven't a clue.
More like they had once been, but not up. It just wasn't up to. The first Frankenfurter they had was a lovely lady who was phenomenal, and it was just so good. All the costumes were so good, and then everything changed. But we had a good time. You used to get birdseed and like toilet paper and stuff when you went in, but I think the birdseed got too messy because they stopped doing that.
Did it?
Yeah.
I feel like we got it when I went the first time.
They did it for a long time, but it died out eventually.
I don't remember.
Maybe it got too expensive too, but...
BYOBC.
Bring your own bird seed.
Did I say C? Seed starts with an S.
Seed. But I think the callbacks also are like regional because I tried to look up callbacks. I remember a lot of them, but I tried to look like up an itemized list.
Yeah, because I can't think of them on the fly. I have to be watching the movie.
Literally, as I was watching it though, it was just like like just calling it back. So, and I was like, I want to say my favorite callbacks, and I want to talk about the problematic callbacks, but there were like a lot of problematic callbacks.
So we'll just say that about them.
We'll just say that. There's one that's really problematic, but like there's a problematic version, but Riff Raff goes to like mess with Rocky while he's asleep, and you yell, "Let's go fuck with the idiot," or some people say the R slur. But every time my cat Jelly attacks my cat Trundle, who's like 3 times the size of her, I think of, "Let's go fuck with the idiot." He's simple. He's a simple lad. But do you have any favorite callbacks you can think of?
No.
Really?
We should have planned. You planned. What's yours?
I feel like I like the beginning of the movie so much more because you're so like amped up to be there and watching it and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're
more rapid fire in the beginning.
Yeah. And I love in the science fiction double feature song when they say, "In the back row," and then you stand up if you're in the front row and you yell, "Fuck the back row," and then they say, "Fuck the front row," and then you say back, "I fucked you first." That's one of my faves, but you're really excited about that one. And I love when you get to stand up and show off your outfit that you wore. So I also love the time warp for that.
Oh yeah, it's only outfits there if you've never been there anyway. So wear whatever.
You can wear nothing.
You can wear nothing.
Minimal. Or you can wear cool fancy outfits. I had a mohawk at the time, so I'd always have my mohawk done. My death hawk.
I had a lot of charisma.
You were vivacious.
Vivacious.
I also like a really outdated one where he's singing about Rocky, and he says, like, "You glisten and gleam," and you yell, "What's your favorite toothpaste?" And it's Gleam, which doesn't exist anymore, so I just think it's hilarious because people are like, "What are we yelling?"
I'm laughing and he's got no fucking neck.
Yeah, I love that one. There's so many. Oh, I like "Eat Shit and Die" from the Meatloaf song.
Yes.
And "Don't Dream It, Be It" at the end when they say, "Frank Pete in it, don't drink it." I like that one.
I think we just did that a little while ago.
I definitely. But I just watched it, so now it's in my brain. I love that one. Do you have a favorite song? Or did you find a favorite callback?
No.
No? Okay. They are just fun in the moment.
And like I said, it's hard to think of. Yeah.
There's a part where they have like a electric turkey slicer, and they call it the Black & Decker Pecker Wrecker. That one's fun. Does it sound fun? It's fun. Do you have a favorite song?
Touch me.
Really? That's a fun one. It is fun.
I like to have fun.
I love the time warp, but I also love the science fiction double feature.
You can't say the time warp. Yeah, I love that too.
I love the beginning one. It's so fun. I love all the references.
We want lips.
Oh, so fun. You're so hyped at that point.
You're so hyped.
By the middle of the movie, you're like, okay.
And then by the end, you're like, I've left.
We used to leave early. At the pool show, the floor show.
If you see face paint and boas, you've stayed too long.
Yeah. But the references, literally once they're done singing in the makeup, get out of there. Mm-hmm. But the references in science fiction double feature, I have like a master list of like a lot of the references from the movie. The old movies, because it was like kind of a parody of movies from the 30s to like the 60s, which is weird to think about because this movie came out in the 70s, so it wasn't that
I definitely
long
knew
ago.
It was a parody, but I didn't know what it was a parody of.
It was a parody of so many. They just referenced everything.
Okay.
It was all references, but the song references The Day the Earth Stood Still, Flash Gordon, The Invisible Man, King Kong, It Came from Outer Space, Dr. X, Forbidden Planet, Tarantula, The Day of the Triffids, Night of the Demons, and When Worlds Collide, which are all like from the 30s and 40s and 50s. And I have most of them. We should watch some of them. I have those box sets that Walmart used to have that had like 50 sci-fi classics.
For $5.
Yeah.
And they're on there?
Yeah.
They must not be good. Are
not
they
Day
not
of the
good?
Triffids.
Are they good?
I like them, but I like that kind of movie.
Is it like a Sharknado movie?
No, it's like a Vincent Price moment. I really like those though. But it's a vibe. And also the movie was gonna be like a lot of parts in black and white, but they were like, no.
Of Rocky?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Learning facts here today.
Yes.
I had not a clue.
Other references were The Forms of Things Unknown, which I definitely want to watch. It's so many of the references. Like there were so many callbacks to that. So many scenes were like from that. I can't remember anything off the top of my head. I should have written it down. But
did you like the remake of Rocky Horror?
No.
Me either.
We'll get to that one when we're done with this. We'll talk about its secret son. But also Frankenstein obviously was referenced in Revenge of Frankenstein. But the tank that Rocky was born in is the same tank. And they like saved money by reusing the original Hammer Horror House prop and got like clout, as the kids say.
These are good facts that I was unaware of.
Oh my God,
I'm glad we didn't
many
speak
facts.
of the facts
Yeah.
beforehand.
Also Night of the Hunter, Tarzan the Ape Man, and Rope, which I also really want to watch because
What is Rope? I'm intrigued.
I don't know, but the scene with the dinner table dead body reveal is also in that, and I was like, oh, I want to see it again when he like shows Meatloaf's dead body. And also the toast to the murdered victim is from like a reference to that movie. So I definitely want to check a few of those out.
Rope appears to be one single shot.
Really?
Using the use of long takes.
Whoa, I love that.
Huh.
Interested.
It is inspired by the real-life murder of 14-year-old Bobby Franks.
Wow, we love a true crime.
We love a true crime. I was just dealing
You
with
were
that
just
today.
telling me one.
Yeah.
I love listening to true crime podcasts and watching shows and stuff, but I also love when people tell me one that they heard that was weird.
Well, this is a 1948 psychological crime thriller, so.
Sounds interesting. I really prefer like supernatural horror, but I'll watch it.
You love a Blair Witch.
I love a Blair Witch. I was just trying to watch it. The new remake one is only like $6.99.
This Halloween, right? Are we doing that Halloween?
Yes. I want to do everything involved.
Rope has really good reviews.
Really?
Wow.
Oh my God. I really want to watch Rope and The Forms of Things Unknown. I wish I could remember the references that were made, but that's really cool. Do you have a favorite character?
I don't know. They're also equally annoying. And it's on purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely love a Janet. I don't know why.
I love Janet, but I love Susan Sarandon.
I think that's why. I
Yeah.
think I just truly love her.
Who's your least favorite?
My least favorite.
I love
God.
Frank too.
I think you have to.
Yeah. He's like the time warp. You can't pick Frank.
I don't love Rocky Horror, actually. Like the character.
No.
Like the character, not
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about the movie, but I don't care.
Isn't that his name?
Yeah, Rocky. I don't know if horror is his last name. Maybe he's a horror.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's about Rocky.
Let me go to the IMDb page.
But we always say Rocky Horror when we're talking about it.
Who could know?
My favorite character is Magenta. I really love...
The character's name is Rocky Horror.
Wow. Good
Fact.
to know.
We planned that.
New fact.
We knew that.
Knew that fact. I used to also love Columbia. I loved Columbia and... Did I say that? Or Magenta.
I don't think so.
I loved Columbia and Magenta. But...
They're all equally super weird, and they're all equally my favorite.
Yeah.
Except for Rocky.
Except Rocky. And Brad. He's fine. I like him when he has high heels on at the end.
Brad didn't look too terrible now.
We watched the worst interview with some of the cast we've ever
We
seen.
watched a weird slideshow that was just a slideshow.
It was a PowerPoint. It was really weird. There's a lot of weird ways you can research this movie if you want to.
A lot of different options.
My least favorite character is probably also Rocky. I love Meatloaf. I love everybody. I love Frank, Columbia, Janet. Oh, I don't like Dr. Scott. I don't care about Dr. Scott.
No. Motorcyclist.
It's Meatloaf. Eddie.
I don't really care.
You don't care about Eddie?
I don't care.
I love Eddie. I love his song.
It caused hype.
It got
The
you hype.
song caused hype. Yeah.
In a lull. You're in a lull. And then he gets murdered.
It's building up to
Spoiler
the
alert.
big lull at the end. It sure is a lull.
It's a hill and then a decline happens.
And then it's a decline.
The Shadowcast actually happened because it was a bit boring, and it was a midnight movie that was just shown a lot because it flopped originally. It was released in 1975, and it fucking flopped. But it was like a cheap midnight movie, so like weirdos would kind of go and just see the cheap movie all the time, and eventually it got like a cult following pretty quickly. So they started doing callbacks, and it made it really fun. And then they started dressing up. It used to be if you dressed up, you got in free. So people started dressing up.
Really?
And they all loved it. They all like had a great time.
That's what that
like, the
movie was
cast
meant to
and
be.
Yeah.
When they made it, they didn't even know, but that's what that's what its
100%.
destiny was.
And it was like, I feel like the older it got, I mean, I don't know about now because I don't think pop culture is the same as it once was. But I feel like as it aged, it became more of like a throwback because it had just happened. Like the movies they were parodying were like the 90s
Yeah.
to us. Like, so it's wild to think of how recent it was at the time. And then as it aged, it was like, oh my God, remember those old movies? Let's go watch them. They cost nothing now. We can go see them. And
Let's not even touch on shock treatment.
oh God, yeah. I have some facts about all the sequels that they tried to make happen. But that, like Fetch, they were never going to happen.
All right. Rocky Horror was cool because it spawned other Shadowcasts.
Yeah, we did Repo, like we talked about in our Repo
And
episode.
they also did shock treatment.
And they did shock treatment. And some people do
didn't
Hedwig.
go to that.
Some people do Hedwig and the Angry. God damn it, I can't say it. Hedwig and the Angry Itch.
Hedwig, like Harry Potter.
Yeah, but I've never seen that one in a Shadowcast. I'd love to. I know they used to do it in Athens because I think Nick, one of our friends, different Nick, had gone to it and stuff. And I'd really like to see that. I think that's another one that like Glee or somebody, maybe Riverdale did.
No Glee.
Recently. I don't know.
That was the worst.
Might have been Riverdale, but.
Okay, the Glee was still terrible when they were performing in the very opening. It was like, okay, are they going to perform the whole time? No. Then it went to the show. We got to hear too much from the teacher. I assume the drama teacher.
Oh, God. I didn't know that.
Or whoever.
Mr.
And it just
Schuster.
went into just the show and the feelings.
I sure hate him.
And I was like, man. And then we ended up watching The Floor is Lava.
Yeah. But the movie came out, like I said, in 1975, and it was originally a stage production, and they...
Before the movie?
Yeah. Richard O'Brien wrote it. He was like an out-of-work actor and bored. So he wrote
Very bored.
Like tribute parody.
The most bored.
The most bored. He wrote this tribute parody that made no sense, but it was visually pleasing. It's like a glam rock kind of punkish, pre-punk sci-fi parody. And like glam rock was really new at the time. But you want to talk about the cast?
That's what I was looking at right now.
Oh my God.
Wow. What are we going to say about him?
Little Nell was Columbia, and I don't know if she did anything else. I have no idea what became of Little Nell. Is she Nell from the movie Nell?
Who's Little Nell?
Columbia.
That's weird that you just said Nell because I looked up that movie today to see if it was cheap on the internet.
I heard somebody mention it on a podcast earlier.
Weird. I haven't thought of that movie in a year.
Me either. I have it on VHS if you want to watch it.
So
I don't want to watch it.
I wanted to see if it was like $4.99 on digital. I was going to buy it.
I might have 2 copies on VHS actually.
On VHS, I had to buy a player, real process.
I can hook you up.
Oh, you could give me a freaking bubble TV.
I love mine. But Patricia Quinn is Magenta, and she's my fave.
Are any of them dead? Who's dead?
I don't know. Tim Curry's not doing well. Is he alive?
Is he not doing well?
I don't know. He had a stroke and stuff.
I do know
Poor
that.
guy. I love him. He's Frankenfurter. I don't know who many people are. Susan Sarandon is Janet, and
obviously she's done 83,000 things.
Yeah, love her. I love the Banger
She's in
Sisters.
Romance and Cigarettes. She's in Stepmom with Julia Roberts.
I haven't watched Stepmom, but
you haven't?
Not in a long time.
Have you ever seen Romance and Cigarettes? Did I make you watch that?
I think so. I like that one.
That movie's so fucking weird and good.
It is.
It
Is
has
it
Nancy
like a
from Weeds.
musical?
It's a musical.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And it has Kate Winslet.
Oh, I love her. But she...
Mandy Moore is in there.
Really? How weird. I love Susan Sarandon. I like her in the Banger Sisters. They're like former groupies, and I'm obsessed with groupies and like rock star wives and girlfriends. I don't care about the rock stars most of the time. I love the girlfriends and wives. But that's an interesting fact that I can use as a segue. The role of Columbia in Magenta was originally one role, and Little Nell had already been cast as it. She was like a soda jerk in town, and she used to tap dance while she served people. And somebody discovered her and was like, "Come watch this girl serve soda and tap dance," and they cast her because of that.
And that character became that.
Yeah. And then they wanted Marianne Faithfull to play they split it into 2 roles, and they were like, okay, she's already cast, so we'll make another one. It's Magenta. And they wanted Marianne Faithfull, who was like a singer, and she was in she did a lot of musical projects and a lot of stuff, and she's really, really cool. But she also really publicly dated Mick Jagger, and they were like icons of the time. And I just love her. But she was busy. She was on tour in India, so Patricia Quinn got it. And she really wanted the role so that she could sing the science fiction double feature song. But she doesn't sing it in the movie. Richard O'Brien sings it over her lips. It's her lips.
Really?
Singing it, yes. But it makes it more androgynous.
They're making a Bad Moms movie.
Ew.
Bad Moms.
Bad grandmoms?
Bad Grandmas. Yeah.
Who's going to be in that?
Susan Sarandon.
Oh, she's in, I think, the Christmas
I've
Bad
never
Moms.
seen a Bad Moms at all, but Bad Moms? Yeah, Bad Grandmas.
They're fine. Those moms
Wait,
movies.
why do I have an ad for the Amazon original The Floor is Lava? I thought it was a Netflix original.
What were you watching?
What?
The Floor is Lava.
This is your laptop. Wait.
How does it know that we were watching The Floor is Lava?
This is a comedy special with Gina Brion.
Oh. Everybody uses that name. Let's name our next podcast that.
Gina Brion.
The Floor is Lava. A lot of thumbs. Sorry about that.
We get riled.
We get a little riled.
There's a big spike in the audio. And say it's
the cut her thumb.
terrible.
But who else?
Anyway.
Barry Bostwick is one that I know.
Melanie Bostic.
He's Brad. I don't know if he ever did anything else either. I don't know much about most of the cast.
No. But after you did that movie,
what
else could you ever need?
What could you ever need? They didn't want to return for a sequel, so they must have been doing something.
Doesn't need a sequel. We learned that later. We don't need a remake.
But I only remember his name because it reminds me of Bostwick from Rugrats.
And it reminds me of Melanie Bostic
Ooh, yeah, that
from Easy A.
Melanie Bostic. We'll have to do maybe like a Emma, what's her name? Not Emma Roberts. Emma Stone deep dive.
Yeah.
And just do a bunch of Emma Stone movies. Up to a point. I haven't watched any of her recent movies.
No.
But this movie had... Oh, do you want to talk about anybody else in the cast first? I don't
We
think
didn't say
I
anything
know.
about Riff Raff, but...
Meatloaf. Oh, yeah, that's Richard O'Brien who wrote it.
Wow.
And he
I'm
sings
learning
the
all
song.
kinds of shit. Wow.
I feel like I knew a lot of it, but I learned definitely way more than I had previously.
Right.
But let me check my notes. I really don't know much about most of them, but like my faves, and Patricia Quinn was also in Monty Python's Meaning of Life, which I love. She was in a lot of other stuff, but Monty Python's Meaning of Life and Rob Zombie's Lords of Salem. And I love both of those. A lot of people hated Lords of Salem, but
I don't know what that is.
I want to say it's good, but I might just like the aesthetic.
Okay, one of those.
But I love an aesthetic movie. I just feel like I can put it on and do whatever I'm doing. It inspires me artistically.
Okay.
She was also, here's our Playboy tie-in, because we love Playboy.
Give it to me. I'm excited. I got my attention.
She was a blackjack dealing bunny at a Playboy club.
Ooh.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, she did on TV and she did some other movies, but I don't remember what else. But she's lovely. She's aged into a cool, awesome granny. She looks really cool still.
She's not a grandma. She's a mom's mom.
She's a mom's mom. Moms too. Bad moms, moms. The only other factoter I have, well, Tim Curry was in a lot of stuff. He was in like Scary Movie 2 and The Worst Witch and Scooby-Doo, Witch's Ghost, which is my favorite Scooby-Doo movie.
What Scooby-Doo? What?
Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost.
As a cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you like?
I thought you meant the live action Scooby-Doo.
I don't think he's in that.
Was he in that?
I don't think so. He was the voice of Sarah Ravencroft's Ravencroft ancestor or something.
Who?
The witch.
Oh.
I watch it every Halloween. He was like a ponytail old bad guy. I don't know. He wanted to like bring a witch back and some stuff was happening. But also in this movie, he was in a lot of stuff. I love him. He reads audiobooks sometimes. Like, I can't remember.
That'd be a good audio voice book.
Yes. I want to say he reads, maybe it was, I want to say Dracula, but that could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure he reads A Christmas Carol, and I'm obsessed with A Christmas Carol, and I
watch every
Christmas. I try to watch as many as I can fucking have time for.
No.
And listen to the
There's
audiobook.
a revolt.
Oh, I love it. I want to go. In Salem, allegedly, they do, I mean, I could Google this. I've heard that in Salem at Christmas, they do like a Dickensian like vibe. And I think that would be fun. I love A Christmas Carol. But moving on to the only other person I know anything about. Cat yawn. Meatloaf played Eddie and Dr. Scott on this stage production. This was before he was like famous. And his first album, Bad Out of Hell, came out just as Rocky started like picking up in the cult fan situation, and it was like pandemonium. It became like crazy because he was in this like movie that people were loving now, and his album slapped. It remains one of the top selling albums of all time, and it's in like a top 200 list or something in the UK still.
All because of that.
All because of that. I mean, maybe in addition to that, I don't know, but it's a good album.
All because of that.
This is a big break. Back to the
Future.
Back to the Future, back to the live show. Do you have any other Shadowcast memories that... Well, hold on. Undo. I take it all back. I'll do, like, our memoriams at the end. The castle that it's shot in, it was shot on a soundstage and at this old crumbling castle. And it was called Oakley Court, and it appeared in a ton of other things. But it was in Dracula from 1958 and also the remake in 73, and The Curse of Frankenstein from 1957, Witchcraft from 1964, and you can stay there. Like,
I was gonna say, is it still there?
Yeah, it's a hotel now, and it's like looks really fancy. And they have a 365, like they have like a year-round themed package that you can get. And you get to stay in the castle, and then you get like, I think like a Rocky Horror themed cocktail, and like it's kind of weird. But I would do it. I didn't check the price.
I'd stay in Bella's house, so I would stay there.
Hell yeah, I would love to. I think that all things from TV shows and movies should be B&Bs, or I should own them. So I can live in it.
I would prefer you to own them. Yes.
I would prefer me to own them. But since that's not something I can do, I wish they were all B&Bs because I really want to stay in the Bella one. But I also really want to go to this one. I think it's in the UK, obviously, but
It's fall.
Yeah, but they also have, in addition to their year-round thing, they have an annual Time Warp picnic, which I have no idea what that involves, but it sounds fun and themed.
I'd go to it.
Yeah, it's just really cool that it's still doing stuff.
In the middle of eating, you got to sit down your egg salad and do the time
Do
warp.
the time where they just yell it and you have to get up and do it. At the floor show, more further trivia, at the floor show, they yell, "God bless Lily St. Cyr," and I feel like people are like, who is that? Usually, but she's a burlesque performer. She was a burlesque performer, and she was in a few movies, and then she started a lingerie company. Are you recording?
Yeah, we're going. She also.
Her trademark was the flying G, which was where someone had a fishing rod and would like snap her G-string off and it'd fly up into the rafters.
What the fuck?
As the show ended, as the lights went down, that was like the final. Like,
and what did she have to do with anything?
At the end, Susan Sarandon sings, "God bless Lily St. Cyr."
Okay.
I'm not gonna sing it like that. I'm gonna cut that.
Woo! Okay.
We're gonna cut that. But do you have any like favorite moments from the movie? Oh, I just whacked my mic. Do you have any favorite moments from the movie? Like favorite parts, favorite scenes, favorite sets? Sorry, my cat's having solo battle royale.
I just love so much of it.
I love the sets so much.
Yeah, I love the sets.
I love the like monitor, the old monitor.
And they're fun to rebuild with a $23 budget.
Yeah, just like a sheet.
We never like partook in this one, but yeah.
We were like BFFs with the OG cast.
Yeah.
We liked them so much.
Do you have a favorite scene?
I don't know. I just love so much of it.
The first 3/4 of the movie is my favorite scene.
Yeah. I love the pool scene isolated. It takes a while to get to it.
Mm-hmm. It does.
But like we said earlier, that's how the Shadowcast was born, because it was boring.
Yeah.
But do you have any favorite Shadowcast type memories, experiences?
Like weird hotel parties?
Maybe like that.
Did you ever go to the hotel parties?
No, that was late.
That was just me. Okay.
Yeah, that was late.
Just me alone.
Moment. Yeah,
they got funky.
I think I was out of town.
They had pizzazz.
They had pizzazz. I assume I didn't go. But we used to always go to Flapjacks afterwards, which was like an approximation of Waffle House. We had a favorite waitress and everything.
I came in after the Flapjack moments.
I went for a long time, and then like everybody I knew kind of wanted to go, and I didn't like everybody I knew.
Right.
And it was the most social I probably have ever been, because we went to every one of them, and like I said, everyone I knew started going, and it eventually stopped being fun because of that. It got too many toxic people joined like the cast and like their hangers on, and like it was nice that we like it got so popular and they were so packed and everything. Mm-hmm. But I will say I had more fun earlier on.
I remember the first time I ever went, it was packed. Like,
yeah, you couldn't get tickets, but I had the hookup because I'd been going so long, and I was like, oh, my cat is being so annoying. But I was like bringing so many people too.
Yeah.
That they were like, hell yeah, we're holding your ticket.
Exactly.
But it was so fun for a while.
Yeah.
I love dressing up, like I said. And if you go with the right people, it's really fun.
Now you can't.
Now you can't go.
Because they're either not doing it or because of the virus. We don't know which one.
Yeah. I would like to see one somewhere that's really like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One last time. But there was a sequel, kind of, called Shock Treatment, like we mentioned earlier.
I've seen it like a half a time.
Same.
I don't think I've ever even seen the whole thing.
I definitely have never seen the whole thing. I tried to watch it. I never went to a Shadowcast of it.
No.
But I tried to just watch the movie for posterity. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Unwatchable.
No.
The original cast mostly isn't in it. It came out in 1981, and it wasn't a direct sequel, and it didn't do very great, but they, like I said, they did Shadowcasts. And then Richard O'Brien also wrote a couple more sequels called Revenge of the Old Queen and Rocky Horror: The Second Coming. Neither of them were made. They were shelved indefinitely.
It's just one of those movies that don't mess with it.
Don't mess with it. And now it would be impossible because you can't have the original cast and everything.
Right.
And
they did mess with it.
Yeah, well, yeah. They didn't want, nobody wanted to be involved with those, and they just never got made. So I would like to read them though, because I can imagine the cast in it.
Yeah.
But I love
read and tell me.
Yeah, I could do that if it exists online. But Revenge of the Old Queen is such a fun title. But there was also a Glee episode, which we mentioned. We tried to watch, and they made an album. And there were like a couple cameo. I think Meatloaf and Brad.
They made a whole album of it?
What was like their little mini ones?
Oh,
like
yeah, they always
8 songs or something.
God, I hate Glee.
I owned it. I had a couple of
Glee's
them.
The worst.
I liked the first few seasons. I haven't watched it in a long time though, and I think Rachel Berry is problematic now.
Yes.
I don't know too much about what she's done, but there's been Twitterings. But in 2016, the live show happened. And it was
live show. What?
It was live.
What was?
The new one with Laverne Cox. It had Laverne Cox in it.
That was live?
Yeah. You don't know Fox does all those live productions. They did Little Mermaid, Peter Pan. They've been doing it for years.
What?
They were all live.
The remake of the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yes.
No.
Yes. My mom tells me every time that Fox is doing a new live show.
What do you mean live? Like it happened?
It was live.
What?
And then you can buy it afterwards or rewatch it on Hulu and stuff. They're all on Hulu. I'm pretty sure all the live productions.
Live?
There've been several. It was live.
Oh my God, hold on.
I wanted to like it very much. However.
I'm so confused.
Pause.
Thank God we paused. I learned so many facts.
Oh my God. I was so wrong. I'm sorry. I argued.
It was not live. They just decided to randomly not make it a live movie. And
I wonder why. Maybe the costume changes were impossible.
Maybe. And a lot of the critics said that it would have been better had it been live. I disagree. I just don't think it needed to be made. There are some movie casts that are so wonderful that no matter how many wonderful people you replace them with, you can't remake it.
You can't. And that's the thing. I hate like a remake and a reboot and everything. Sometimes it's fine and it works. But most of the time, just let it be. This was one that people for so long were like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. And they were like, we're going to do it. Because they see a fan base and have to exploit it.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to. But who else in it? I know Laverne Cox, that's it.
Victoria Justice from Nickelodeon.
Oh, I
Zoe
love her.
101, Victorious.
I love her.
Adam Lambert is Meatloaf.
Oh.
I'm really trying to think.
I truly don't remember anyone from it. I just know that Laverne. I wanted to like it. I really did. I wanted to give it a chance, and I
gave it a chance. I bought it outright. I was just like, let's get this. The second I saw it, I just bought it and didn't care.
Yeah, I just didn't love it. It's so old and it needs to stay. That the vibe can never be recaptured. The cast was lightning in a bottle. Like, you cannot recapture that vibe. Like, Evil Dead, the remake of The Evil Dead, the reboot situation, is so good as its own thing, a different own
Christina
thing.
Milian was in it.
Really?
She was Magenta. I forgot.
AM to PM.
Tim Curry was in it.
Oh, he made a little cameo.
Forgot about that.
Cool.
He was the criminologist.
Oh, that's fun.
Maybe we don't remember it very much, but I just remember not liking it. I do remember that.
That's the only memory I have of it. Because the rest of it I blocked out. But other facts that I didn't figure out how to work in to the thing, I guess, or that I forgot to mention, were that the makeup during the stage production, they all just kind of did their own looks, like we did when we were in like Shadowcast and stuff.
Right.
But for the movie, it was redesigned by the Pierre Laroche, the guy that did David Bowie and Mick Jagger's looks sometimes.
That's why the looks were so on point in Rocky.
Hell yes. Frankenfurter, iconic.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Stage performance, iconic. Like, love it.
Love it.
The costuming budget also was only like $1,600.
I also believe that.
It had a really low budget for the whole movie. It was like a little over $1 million, I think. And they got offered a lot more money if they would recast, and they wanted like now rock stars, like cool, hip rock stars, because like glam rock was happening, and he fought for his original cast and got it.
Worked out.
And I think he's a genius.
An evil genius.
An evil genius.
What else you got?
It's the longest running theatrical
100%.
release.
Didn't know that, but knew that.
In film history. And Disney, when they acquired Fox, started pulling like a lot of movies from theaters, but not the Rocky Horror Picture Show, so that it could continue its cult following.
People would have revolted.
They would have been really upset about that one.
Yeah.
It's just like a thing.
Just don't mess with it.
If you're buying Rocky Horror, you're buying the phenomenon.
All the people that come with it.
Yeah, you're buying the fan base, so you have to be chill about it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Was like I said, it was critically panned, and then this happened, and people just started doing the callbacks, and then they started miming along with it, and Shadowcast was
In
born,
hindsight, I would have rewatched it in the last week to give myself a revamp of what goes down in that movie.
I didn't feel like we necessarily had to rewatch it because we have it literally like memorized as we're watching it. Like,
I just don't have the structure.
Right.
Yeah, I need structure in my life.
I watched it in the background today while I was looking up history and things.
The legit way on VHS.
I watched it on VHS special edition with 2 unheard musical numbers at the time of the VHS's release.
Oh yeah.
But I couldn't watch it for a long time. It was another one like Repo that I was like, that was a part of my life, and
Right.
but now it's just like a fond memory, and it's just because toxic people that appeared in the scene, I guess, that it became tainted, but now it's untainted.
Taint.
All the good memories are on their own. But do you have anything else you want to add before we do our BuzzFeed quiz to figure out which character we are?
I have nothing to add.
You have nothing to add? Come on, you've got something.
I added all my tidbits. I did not come into this prepared, y'all. What are we doing? Which character best matches your personality?
It's the one I sent you on WhatsApp.
It's literally the test I was on.
I wish I knew the riffraff's name.
All right, first things first.
I'm the realist.
How would your friends describe you? Alluring?
Strategic, strong, sensitive, ambitious, passionate, or alluring?
They all suck.
I don't know. Sensitive.
I'll be alluring.
Pick an iconic song from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Damn It, Janet, science fiction double feature, Over at the Frankenstein Place, Touch It, Touch It, Touch It, Touch Me, Time Warp, and I Can Make You a Man. And I'm going to choose science fiction double feature.
Ooh, pick another horror show. We've got the original Carrie, Final Destination, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, Jennifer's Body, Hocus Pocus.
Oh, God. Hocus Pocus and Scream
I'm gonna
make it
scream
difficult.
it up.
I would have picked Scream, but I have to pick Hocus Pocus. And I don't want to pick, like, the same answers if we can avoid it. But I love Hocus Pocus.
Ooh, choose a move from the Time Warp.
A jump to the left, a step to the right, hands on your hips. Bring your knees in tight. And it's the pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. I'm going to say go insane.
Really?
The lesser known Lindsey Buckingham album.
We'll just say hands on your hips.
For my
Seems sassy.
Fleetwood Mac reference.
Pick a musical. Grease, Lil Shop, Les Miserables, Singing in the Rain, Chicago, Spring Awakening. What is Spring Awakening?
I don't know. I know.
I'm going to go with Grease.
I love Chicago, but I love Les Miserables. I love a period piece.
I don't think I've ever
I'm gonna go with Les Mis. Choose a house to have your car break down in front of.
Ooh, okay, we've got some options. We've got like
Downton Abbey.
Busted Versailles.
Yeah. Haunted Dracula's Manor.
Yeah. Perfect Halloween Home from a cartoon what's
Murder Cabin.
Murder Cabin, yeah, definitely. 2 murder cabins.
Another additional.
And then just like suburban.
Yeah. This one is like a haunted murder cabin where you're gonna get killed by ghosts, and this one you're gonna get killed by like a man.
A person, yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Addams Family House.
I'm gonna go with like the perfect Halloween cartoon house.
Ooh, that's the Addams Family House. That's what I picked.
Lastly, pick a shade of red. We've got everything from bright cherry to mom burgundy on this list here.
They're lipstick shades, and it's just lips. And I'm gonna go ahead with this.
I'm gonna go with the last one. Deep bright,
plummy middle.
Right. Oh, you okay? I got Janet.
Oh my God! What the fuck? I got Janet. We pick all different answers and we get the same thing.
It's a lie.
What the fuck? On the surface, people think you're a damsel in distress, but really, you're a boss queen who can save herself. I mean, maybe we're Janet.
No, I'm not.
We like her at least. I can't believe we got the same answer.
It's probably a lie.
She's the only answer you can get.
Yeah.
Damn it, Janet.
What the fuck?
I can't believe we got the same answer.
It's a scam. We got scammed. It was free and we got scammed.
Yep. I think that's it for this episode. I don't think I have anything else to add. I'm sure there's so much more.
There's so much more we can add, but
trivia and like
our
so many more
preparation
references.
levels were just hers were great. Mine were abysmal.
That's true. But we're going through a process of reconnoitering.
Right, reconnoitering. We are.
So this was just like
a trial.
First one.
In the future, I will watch the movie.
Well, watch the movie and also research the movie because I did both and you helped.
I was here. I supported morally.
Yes. But now we'll know like our process because we don't want to just talk through the movies like we used to because we have discovered.
It's not only daunting for us.
Yeah, we've discovered that like Disney Channel original movies, while beloved, are bad.
They're bad. And that you guys also agree that they are also bad.
Yes. And we wanted to branch anyway. We're so passionate about so many like properties and things and like movies and shows and things. This is just one of them. Like, I don't know. We were like weirdos. We're still weirdos, but like we loved Rocky Horror and this was such a huge part of our lives. And so many things in our lives, like Girls Next Door, we really definitely want to do and we keep talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're going to be branching out like a twig or a branch.
Just like a twig or a branch. And there's so much we can say about so many things.
Yeah.
And we can't say anything about Disney Channel original movies. There's no trivia.
There's nothing.
There's no, like, all we can be like is like, I watched this all the time when I was 7.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
That's it.
And now it's terrible. But this way we can really branch out and like hopefully reach a wider audience because like I said, DComs are beloved, but I don't think people really watch them as adults. Disney Plus happened, but
I feel like they might dabble in them for like a second and then watch like 8 minutes and be like, wow, what a great memory.
Whereas we've been watching and collecting them for since childhood.
This pod has changed Disney movies for me. I'll say that.
Yeah, you shouldn't
It's made
deep
me see
dive
them
into
in
them.
a different light.
Yeah, I still feel like there are a few that maybe we can like group.
Yeah,
And
there are still
do-
a few that I like.
Like the Lawrence brothers.
Do
Not going through itemized lists of what happened in
Right,
the movies, but just
right,
like
right.
talking about.
them all in one go.
Because they were smoke shows when we were kids, but their movies were
We're trash.
very bad. But there's so many, like I said, there's so many things we can talk about. So we want to try to
We'll see.
do our own.
We're going to go through a restructure and we'll see how we come out on the other end.
Yeah, instead of going through, we're going to try to research the movie, have more interesting facts.
Yeah. Only do things that we like.
Only do things that we like, which is what we were trying to do with Disney movies, but even the ones that we like,
Some of them were terrible.
they're rough. And then there's some that like people have requested that we're like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
We can't do it.
Just because they suck.
And it's like, I don't want to dread taking notes on a movie.
Exactly.
So this is just less involved for everyone involved.
Less enveloped.
It's enveloped. You don't have to listen to us be like, and then the dad said
Speaking of that, we're doing
this.
House Bunny next month. That's exciting.
I'm really excited about
I'm not excited for how much we're going to say that word, but
enveloped.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's infectious.
Manhole. So many things. I'm so excited to do that one though. I haven't watched that in a long time, so I'm also excited to watch it.
27.
But now I know that I don't have to take notes on it, so I can just like enjoy it.
Right,
Which is
right.
also exciting.
And you found your copy of Spork.
I fucking found my copy of Spork. We kept mentioning that.
That's great.
Do you have this week a moonbeam? That's not the fucking Saddle Club.
I got glasses that I can see out of.
Oh my God!
Yay! I
Yeah!
washed my old ones. Don't wash your glasses, y'all.
Don't put your glasses in the washing machine.
What's your moonbeam?
Oh, god damn it.
You got this cute cartoon piece for your plant. You got fox faced.
Really tiny. I got a Moomin plant insert thing and it's like 2 inches tall. It's so small.
Yeah, that's what we call getting fox faced. I ordered a Hunger Games action figure that turned out to be about 2.5 centimeters tall.
So small you can't even see her face.
I was like, she was only like $12 or however much it was. It was so cheap. And then it came in the mail and it was rice grain.
It was like a game piece, like a D&D mini. It was so small. She could be your D&D
She's
mini.
smaller than the D&D characters.
She's really little.
100% she's smaller.
Oh, we also started, that's one of my moonbeams.
Oh, yeah. We started
playing
D&D again.
D&D, and we have an idea that may manifest itself.
Oh, doing a D&D podcast.
Yes. But we're practicing right now. Like,
That would be a long podcast. We played for hours upon hours.
we'd have to like cut it down because, or something, or have smaller sessions because we literally played for like 4 or 5 hours.
Well, we only do every other week. We could cut it into sections and do like 4 parts.
Well, also we played for hours because the quest that I took us on, I was Dungeon Master. The quest was a never-ending quest. It was Cloudland, if you have any D&D experience. Holy shit!
Would we have ever found the old man?
I don't know! I still don't know!
I don't know.
We played for
Are
hours.
we moving on?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I figured we're moving on.
Yeah. We got new books, and Nick wants to write his own campaign, so we're gonna move away from that.
Is he our master next time?
Maybe, I think. But
As long as it's not me, I'm still getting my bearings.
do you want to DM?
Not for a while.
Okay. I like playing more than DMing, I will say. I think
I'll
maybe
say,
if
now we're into the land of swirly, twirly gumdrops.
I could go there. I want to go to a fairy place. That's been really fun. That's definitely my moonbeam because it's just fun to like have time with your friends. And we can't go anywhere still. Well, you can, but we
But
refuse
just because
to.
it's open doesn't mean you got to participate.
Exactly. I'm so not ready to participate. And
I have
neither
had no
should anyone
choice
be.
but to participate a couple of times, and it wasn't very great. I would not do it willingly.
No. But also, I've been watching... You've been watching Saddle Club.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching Pose, which season 2 is finally on Netflix, and it's incredible. It's so good, but it's so sad. And you have highs and lows, and your heart breaks, and then your heart soars, and then it breaks again. But
Now you've got your new favorite game show.
The Floor is Lava. We did watch some of that. It's really fun if you fast forward through everything that's not them in the maze.
Yeah.
Then it's hilarious.
And if you hate them and then they fall, then it's fine.
Yeah, they slam into game pieces and stuff. It's
Yeah.
it's like Hidden Temple, that Nickelodeon.
But like extreme hidden
It's
temple.
very extreme, and I want to participate. Also want to be on the Amazing Race. Get that tape ready. Do they still do that? Are they going to do Corona Amazing Race? Let's be on the Amazing Race.
I don't know. We'll try.
I'm trying to think of anything else I've watched. I've been watching Avatar. We watched all of Avatar.
Now you're on to Korra,
And now we're on to Korra, which I love.
which I've never seen. You like it better than Avatar?
No, I don't think I like
Okay, good.
it.
I like Avatar.
But I like it a lot. I like that there's girls, and I really like Asami.
I have to watch it.
You should watch it, because I know you like Avatar. That one's on Netflix now also, and is very relevant to today, and people should... Korra's not, but people should watch Avatar.
Oh, Avatar's on Netflix now?
I don't know why Korra's not, but it isn't. But I
Well,
think
with
that's-
that, I don't know what we're doing next week.
I don't know. It's your birthday munch. Munch.
My birthday munch.
It's your birthday munch, so you get to
I don't know what we had on the agenda.
My moonbeam is my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 30 and flirty and thriving now.
Woo. 30 not flirty. Okay.
I had 2 ice cream cakes.
Yeah. Don't try to get a custom one. Those days are over.
You can't get custom. Birthdays in the time of COVID are different.
Yeah, they're different. Can't get a custom cake. Good luck to you.
Yeah, Austin and Nick wanted to get me one that said, what did you say?
30 not flirty and okay.
Yeah, Letha wanted to get me one with just like a scene from Twilight screened onto it, which I would have loved.
You can't get custom cakes.
You can't get custom cakes, and that's fine. I wanted to have like a roaring 20s party, for New Year's. I don't have parties.
No.
But I wanted to have.
You gotta have friends for parties.
That's true. I feel like I have a lot of people I know, but like I can't host a party. Who do I think I am? Let my cat's out.
Right, exactly.
But my friend Sudsy bought the house next door to me. That's a further moonbeam. I haven't had moonbeams in forever, and now I've got all kinds.
Right. You should have saved a bunch of them. She bought the house next
to me. I should have saved a bunch of them. But I can for next month she closes, so it'll be my moonbeam again.
Okay.
But we went over today and looked at the starting project of the house. But I'm just so excited that like it sold and it sold to somebody I know and also love.
Right.
So that's exciting. But I think we'll save some stuff for next week. I guess.
Save it.
Or the week after next. We do every other week.
Week after next. For a movie that we don't know.
For a movie we don't know, but you're going to pick them, and I'm just excited. I'm excited about this new direction we're taking. Sorry if this was a long one, but...
We'll see how much gets cut.
It's a new beginning.
At the late night.
Double feature. Picture show.
And with that...
we bid you
adieu. Bye.
Bye.